It's a hell of a way to die. Melting to death.
Doctor said it took 17 hours. Frosty felt everything.
God, I think that's pain. Try doing a Movie Feuds episode with you.
Hey-o! You know, there's probably still some magic in that old silk hat.
Are you proposing that we do a review of the 1969 classic Frosty the Snowman? You know, to honor his name?
No, I'm saying we steal the hat. It brought snow to life. Who knows what else it's capable of?
Let's just do the review, and then we'll jack the hat.
There you go. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go nowhere in this 25-minute childhood classic, Frosty the Snowman. What do we get to see here? Frosty melt, Frosty come to life, Frosty melt.
Melts our hearts. Let's start from the beginning. Film opens as we get introduced to the villain, Professor Hinkle.
Why is he a professor? What is he professor of?
Magic.
We also get a sneak peek at our leading lady, Karen.
A fun fact about Karen, originally voiced by June Foray, before the movie was aired on TV, they actually brought in a different voice actor to do the voice of Karen, and to this day, June Foray has no idea why her voice wasn't in the movie. However, she did voice the Karen in the soundtrack that was later made.
Interesting and boring, Cory, thank you. And if you listen closely today, you can still hear the tears drop of June Foray on Christmas. Moving on from the fun facts, we get introduced to Frosty and a bunch of some of the worst children conceived on the small screen.
We sure did.
Yeah, the voice acting wasn't great. It actually sounded like it was voiced by like 30-year-old men, and you know, at some points you can almost hear them grunting in the background. It's really strange.
I feel like we could have done a better job.
In fact, we actually
did.
We
We
recreated
did.
this entire film, and we're going to give you a little sneak peek of that right now.
Enjoy. Hey, let's put this hat on him.
Hey, I wonder if this will make him come to life.
Spoiler alert.
Happy birthday!
Whoa, it's Frosty. Awesome, he's alive. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, go get me a cigarette.
There's magic in that hat.
Magic? My hat magic?
So as Frosty leads his Pied Piper of children down the street, you know, we see the only adult figures really in the entire film.
Yeah, and you get some of the best reactions out of them. My favorite's the woman falling backwards off of her chair, breaks her back in like 18 spots.
Square, saying
Interesting you point that out. Frosty the Snowman is just all sound effects.
It's back to the brim.
25 minutes of film and you've got 5 minutes of just sound effects. You got Professor Hinkle falling off the train and, you know, I mean, it sounds like he's running through a circus
like
met by a breaking glass.
It's like a full orchestra just fell on the sound room floor at once. They're like, we got it.
Yeah, that's the one.
None of it makes any sense to what's happening around him. Like he's struggling with juggling or something, and it's like horns honking and cars crashing.
Well, Frosty and his gang finally get to the train station where, of course, he has to get to the North Pole so he doesn't melt.
Because he's selfish and he's got to drag the kid in with him.
Right, but instead of actually writing into the script where they can just pay for a ticket and get to, I think, Nome, Alaska is where they're taking them.
They have to write him in as a criminal.
Right, and just scam the ticket holder to just get on the train anyway. That's great.
After his 20 seconds of fumbling for God knows what reason.
Yeah.
And this is just one in a long line of crimes that these two commit together on their road trip, if you will. I mean, we're talking lying, deceiving, childhood abduction, to name a few.
To name all of them. Oh, hey Karen, we should hop on this train together. We should.
I just think I should maybe call my mom first.
Oh,
and let her-
no. Just hop on this train. It'll be good.
Maybe leave a note or something.
No. Remember I told your parents they all suck? Yeah, come on with me.
I guess it would be all right.
Right, no. Take a couple of these pills. I'll knock you right out. We'll be there in no time.
You got any weed on you?
Hey, what? Well, and finally, we've got another unsung hero of Christmas. I mean, Hocus Pocus, the Magic Rabbit. It should really be called Hocus Pocus, the Magic Rabbit, and How We Saved Christmas.
Featuring a snowman who comes to life only to avoid death and steal children, then leave them someplace.
Right, I mean, Hocus Pocus, whose sole responsibility here is to give Frosty his magic hat, also later tells Santa where he can find Karen after Frosty leaves her to die.
Yeah, he's the show. Per usual, he goes without any mention. I gotta point out that at the end of the film, Frosty like melts away, and we're treated to like a minute montage of the things that he accomplished during the episode, which include
But are not limited to.
marching with children and leaving children behind. Happy birthday.
Well, I don't know about you, Adam. I really liked Frosty the Snowman. I think I liked it more as a kid than I do now. Looking back, it doesn't quite hold up for me. But I'm still giving it 3 out of 5 candy canes.
It's too rich for my blood. 26 out of 42 snowflakes.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It doesn't, but I'll tell you something that does. We need to get to the North Pole and help Santa out stat.
That's the best idea you've ever had.
Look at that Frosty go. Over the hills of snow. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy...
Frosty? Santa? I took a train out here to meet you guys. It's really cold. I think Adam's dead. The wolves got him. Where are you guys?